Hey YouTube, my name is Kayla Rayne, and today I'll be doing the Glee Book Tag. So in honor of Glee's final season, I created an original book tag that is just based around the characters on the show. And I have my slushie in hand, I have my Glee shirt on, and I'm super excited about this tag, if you can't tell. I've been a Gleek from the very beginning, and whether you've just jumped on board or you've never seen the show or whatever it is, I hope you can enjoy this tag. For this tag, I picked out some of my favorite characters from Glee, which, let's be honest, it's going to be most of them, and I paired up some questions with each of them, and then I'm going to choose a book according to each question. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with Rachel Berry, and she's kind of over the top, really in your face, has to be the best at everything. So the question that goes with this is, what book or books have you read to kind of be an overachiever in your fandom? And for me, I have an assortment of supernatural books. I have some fan fiction, and I've read more than this, but this is the only one that I own. And then I have the mythology of Supernatural, the signs and symbols behind the popular TV show, and this is actually pretty cool, so if you like Supernatural, go ahead and check this out. It's really informational. And this is not part of the actual Supernatural franchise, but it is the Element Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Hauntings, and it has a crap ton of information on anything supernatural in it, and it's really intriguing. So the next character is our other diva of the group, and that is going to be Miss Mercedes. And she's just completely fabulous. She can sing any song put in front of her. So the question that goes with this character is, what book, or book series in my case, just has it all? And for me, that is going to be the Harry Potter series, or really any of these books. They're just really incredible, and I think there's something in here for everyone. Our next member is going to be Kurt, and he's just really fashionable and ahead of the trends throughout all of the seasons. So the question that goes with this character is, what book did you read before it was popular? And for me, that is going to be The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I actually had to borrow a copy from a friend because I lost mine, but I read this when I was just starting to kind of gain some popularity, and it is so good. Next we have Artie, and I wish there was more Artie on the show. It seems like we get a little dose of him and then he's gone. So the question that goes with this character is, what book do you wish got more love on YouTube? And that is hands down going to be Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. And I know some people have talked about this and read it, but I just feel like everyone needs to read it. And until everyone's read it, I just don't know that I'll be content. So check it out. Our next character is Tina, and I don't know what you guys think, but I just feel like this character is sometimes really relevant, and other times we're made to hate her. So the question that goes with this character is, what book did you read that you just don't know whether you liked it or not? And for me, that is going to be Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. And I finished this book, and I just wasn't sure how I felt about it. It was okay. I just don't know. Next we have our fearless leader, Will. So he's kind of the person that you can turn to for comfort, and you always know that you can go to him for a shoulder to cry on. So what book do you always go back to for comfort? And for me, that is definitely going to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And as you can see, this is a well-loved copy that I have had to glue back together, but this is just a really good book for me to go back to when I don't know what to read, and I always feel very comforted when I read it. Next we have Finn, and he kind of takes me, especially, on an emotional roller coaster ride of just like crying and laughing and being angry and just not knowing what I feel, because things just get so messed up with him and his relationships. And then, you know, that one episode, The Quarterback, if you've watched, you know what I'm talking about. So the question that goes with this character is, what book took you on an emotional roller coaster ride? And that is going to be Slammed by Colleen Hoover. And this is just a fantastic book anyway, but I laughed, I cried, I was angry, I was content, all of the feels. Next character is going to be Quinn, and she's kind of like the popular girl, the queen bee. Everyone kind of loves her, but secretly we all hate her. So what book does everyone seem to love, but you just absolutely loathe? And that's going to be The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, and I just hated this book. Point blank, did not enjoy it. Won't finish the series. And then one of my absolute favorite characters is going to be Sue Sylvester, and I feel like she's just this really hated character, but she's so much deeper than that. She kind of comes through for the Glee Club when they need it, and she actually is just so so much more than she appears. So the question that goes with this character is, what book did you read that you ended up loving way more than you ever thought you would? And that is definitely going to be Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I picked up this book just because so many people were raving about it, and I just thought, I just don't see how I'd like it that much. And guys, this was the best book I read in 2014. And now to incorporate some newer characters. Sam. He is the new kid on the block, and he gets to continue to be the new kid because he moves away and then he comes back and he just continues to be the new kid. So the question that goes with this character is, what newcomer do you really want to see gain some popularity and just continue to be awesome? And that is going to be The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. And this is actually book 1 of a 5-book series, and I am almost finished with it, and I already know I'm going to love it. Even though I haven't got to the ending, I'm just already in love with this book, and I just want to see it continue to be good, the series finish out strong, and I'm very excited to see where this one goes. And finally, we come to our last character, Blaine, who is just the hopeless romantic of the show and just has the most romantic storylines, I think. So the question that goes with this character is, what book did you read that is just hands down so ridiculously romantic, puppy love, the best? And that is going to be Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. And this book was just so romantic. I loved it. I recommend it to anyone who loves romances. It just had me swooning, and I just adored this. So that has been my Glee book tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Whether you have watched Glee or you haven't, I hope there was something in there for you. And I go ahead and tag everyone to do this. So go ahead and comment in the comment section below what you're most looking forward to with Glee Season 6. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Kurt, Rachel, Artie, Tina. I'm going to begin with the original Glee Cup